When an equipment manufacturer with a strong technical pedigree says that they're coming out with a lightweight travel BCD, they have my attention. This is the Hydro Lite from Dive Rite. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to Divers Ready. My name's James, and on this channel we make videos with one simple goal in mind, and that's to help make you a better diver. Like for example today, where I'm going to be taking this beautiful new Travel BCD for a spin. So if you haven't done so already, make your next dive on our subscribe button, click the little bell icon, and you'll be really helping us out, supporting our channel to grow. A short while ago we made a video on this channel comparing a backplate and wing setup to a traditional travel jacket BCD. But what if you could have all the convenience of a jacket style BCD in terms of its lightweight nature and ease to pack, but the dive performance of a backplate and wing? Well, it would probably look something like this. Now, before we get into it, this is not a sponsored review. I first saw the HydroLite BCD at Demo, where I was hanging in the Dive Rite booth with Jared Hires, and we shot some video together, which I will link above there somewhere. And I asked Jared if he would give me one of these to test, and he said no. And I asked him if he would loan me one to test, and he said okay. So this is just on loan to me to try out, to get wet. I haven't taken it diving yet, but by the end of this video I will have. And yeah, I just really like the look at it from the first off, and I wanted to give it a go. Not a sponsored video, just piqued my interest and curiosity, and I thought it might be interesting to you guys too. Let's do a quick rundown of the specs of this BCD, then I'm going to take it diving and come back and give you my honest thoughts about how this BCD performs. Let's start with, of course, the most important factor whenever you call anything a travel, whatever, travel jacket, travel piece of dive gear, and that's weight. The HydroLite BCD comes in at 6.2 pounds dry. That's about 2.8 kilos. Now that's only a couple of ounces heavier than your average travel jacket style BCD, which is normally in the 4 to 6 pound range. But for that couple of extra ounces, you're getting a hell of a lot more durability. All of the hardware on this back inflate BCD is the exact same specification as Dive Rite use on all of their technical diving wings and harnesses, including the stainless steel D-rings, the belt buckle, the power inflator, the inflator hose assembly itself. It's all the same quality that they're using for their technical diving gear, only on a recreational BCD. Even the tank band and cam band buckle system on the back is stainless steel, not plastic. All these little factors point towards a BCD that, yes, is lightweight and good to travel with, but also should last you a long time and be durable. The harness itself is designed to fit you like a hiking backpack, and the anchor point is back here on the kidneys, on the base of the backplate. So what that does is transfer the weight of the tanks and your regulator and everything you're carrying to your hips rather than have them hang off of your shoulders. And if you've ever done multi-day hiking, you'll know how important a proper fitting backpack is to avoid backache, and the same concept is applied here. The wing itself is a 210 denier nylon bladder encased in a 600 denier polyester wing encasement, which is dyed with a color fast dye that should stay looking sharp for years to come. And the design of this oval 360-degree wing is such that gas can pass freely around the whole wing, so it should always be stable and balanced in the same way that a backplate and wing is, and avoid the tachoing that other back inflate jacket style BCDs suffer from. What I mean by tachoing is, with some back inflate jacket BCDs, I'm thinking of the Scuba Pro Hydros Pro, for example, you can put a little bit of gas into it and the wing actually folds around the tank and makes a crease at the top like a tacho, and that prevents the gas from circling around the wing freely. Now what happens there is, when you're diving it, if you go slightly to one side, you end up fixing a roll-on. I have a student right now who's suffering with that with the Scuba Pro Hydros. Other nice features on this BCD includes tons of padding on the back. This is really super comfortable back padding and on the hips and the lumbar region here. So that's nicely supported. Lots of padding on the shoulder straps, making them super comfortable. That's where your extra weight is coming in, but it also means that it's going to be a really comfortable BCD to dive, I hope. And then, of course, your quick release straps on your shoulders and your chest. Excellent for recreational diving. Not, in my opinion, suitable for tech diving, but this is not a tech piece of gear. The weight pockets on each hip are quick release design, so you just pull down and you can release your weight super quickly. We'll see how it dives with just the weight pockets on the waist belt here, but I'm going to guess that I'm probably going to want to add some trim pockets up top here just to distribute the weight along the length of the tank. They are not included in this BCD. You have to purchase them separately, which I've gone ahead and done preemptively. And then you have the crotch strap, which is also quick release. So this is made of the softer type of webbing for comfort down there, you know what I mean? Yeah, good. Now, let's get this bad boy wet and see how it performs in the water. And I'll be right back with my thoughts and feelings on this BCD after that. Guys, when I review a piece of dive gear for you, I don't just want to take it for like 1 or 2 dives to get a feel for it and to shoot some footage that I can show you in a montage like the one you just watched, but I actually want to incorporate it into my life and see if it's useful for me and really get a feel for the piece of kit, whatever it may be. The montage that you just watched was shot with a fun dive with me and my wife, but I've actually been diving this BCD solidly for the last 2 weeks now on every recreational dive that I've done. So I've done some deep dives with it, I've done some rec swim throughs with it, I've done some shallow reef dives, I've taught in it, I've fun dived in it. I've just put it through the dive instructor life to see how it fits in and, you know, who I best think this BCD is suited for. Now, in the description for this product on the website, it lists it as a travel BCD. But I haven't been using for that. In fact, I haven't put it in a suitcase at all. I've been using it as my primary BCD for home-based diving for, as I said, 2 weeks now. It is really, truly a great BCD. 4 quick things I love about this BCD. Number 1, plushness. Plushness, I think I'm just making up words. I don't know. Plushness, comfort, everything about it. The strap, the backplate, the wing, the webbing, everything is built for comfort. It has the performance in the water of a backplate and wing, but the comfort of your nan's favorite blanket. Probably the most comfortable BCD I've ever dived, and that's saying a lot because I've dived every one that is out there. But the backplate, the cushioning, the wing, and the harness itself are absolutely deluxe. I did 20 dives with this BCD just last week. That's 20 climbs up a ladder, and this backpack style harness, I can't put a price on how comfortable that was. Number 2 is lightness, and I don't just mean lightness of the piece itself, but in BCD design, there is a sweet spot between the weight of the unit, the mass, the amount of displacement it gives you, and the amount of lift available to you. Now that sweet spot is where you don't need a ton of lead to make a BCD sink, but you have enough lift to support you when you're on the surface and hold you steady underneath, all wrapped up in a lightweight, low mass design. And this BCD nails it. The third thing I love about this BCD is the wing itself. If I could describe the performance of this wing using only a sound effect, that sound effect would be mwah. No tachoing, none, nada. No tachos for you, James. No. A perfectly stable wing, 360 degrees, all encompassed, no folding, and it just holds you in all the best positions. The fourth thing I absolutely love about this BCD is that Dive Rite lied to me. They told me this was a travel BCD. They told me it was a lightweight, high-functioning travel BCD. It's not. It's not, I'm sorry. This has the strength and durability to be my everyday recreational BCD, and I honestly believe that only diving a BCD of this quality when you're on vacation would be a shame and a waste. I really only have two slightly constructive observations about this BCD, and probably both of them are just personal to me. Number one is, as I predicted, trim pockets are a must. Now, these aren't included, but they're readily available, and I purchased them myself and added them in there. I'm not going to even show you the footage I did of the first dive without the trim pockets, because I have quite a large tidal range, so if all my weight is down here around my waist, I end up just seesawing through the water, and it's not elegant. It doesn't look good. No, you're not seeing that footage. Nah, it's not happening. Forget it, move on. So second dive, I immediately added these trim pockets, and as I said, I bought them preemptively, and they've been a feature of the BCD ever since. So instead of having 10 pounds of weight around the waist, I now have 3 on each side around the waist and 2 in each of the trim pockets, and that's just got me in a really nice position as I move forward. The only other criticism I have about this BCD, and it's really a mild one, it's personal to me, is I have great big shoulders. So when I got the harness fitted, well, the inflator hose was actually up here on my collarbone. Not really a big problem, but it just took a little bit of getting used to, because I'm used to having one sit down on my chest and I can grab it and make adjustments as necessary, whereas I had to get used to finding it, and it was like up here on my neck for some reason. So yeah, I'd prefer a slightly longer inflator hose, but maybe that's just me. Ladies and gentlemen, just another quick update from me. It's been another 2 weeks since I recorded that last piece with my thoughts and feelings, having dived it for 2 weeks. And I just keep diving that BCD. I keep going out to my garage. I've got some recreational diving to do today. I'll take the Hydro Lite. I love that BCD so much that when Jared Hires called me up and said, hey, when am I getting my BCD I loaned you back? I said, you're not, how much do I owe you? Not only that, but I went ahead and ordered additional HydroLite BCDs to add to my rental fleet. So if you come and take a recreational level diving course with me and you don't have your own equipment already, that's the BCD that I'm gonna put you in. And even if you do come to me with your own gear and you wanna try it out, you'd be very welcome to. There is a link in the description of this video below to the HydroLite BCD, so go and check it out. And if you make a purchase through that link, it is an affiliate link and can earn me a small commission at no additional cost to you. I thank you in advance for supporting our channel. And if you want an additional chance to try out the Dive Rite HydroLite BCD, I will be bringing them with me on our Divers Ready on Tour trip to Bonaire this coming October 2020. So the link for that trip is in the description of this video below. I'll have a whole bunch of gear with me, including the HydroLites, and you can test dive it to your heart's content. Ladies and gentlemen, over there I will put some links to our other gear review videos, and just below that will be some of our other content for you to enjoy. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. We really do appreciate each and every one of your support. And until next time, my name's James, this is Thumper. Dive safe, dive often.